Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to check the Tenda AC5 B3. After several years, is it still worth it? And I would like to say thanks to our friends from Tenda for making this video review possible. Even though we have reviewed it before, let us do a review and test like this is the first time we're doing it. Because we are not actually sure if there are any changes in the firmware, the hardware, or the things that is included in the box, and other things as well. So it can actually affect some performance. Maybe it's better or it's bad. But without further ado, let us unbox the unit. We have documentation, a power brick, a LAN cable, and the actual unit itself. For the specification, this is already a wall killer, has Wi-Fi scheduler, easy setup, 4 antennas, which is actually 6 dBi antennas. It also has wireless repeating mode, high speed, bandwidth control, and aside from that one, it can accommodate up to 25 clients. Aside from that one, we also have one fast Ethernet 1 port, which means 100 Mbps of internet connection from your source of internet. And of course, it also has 3 fast Ethernet LAN port, meaning the devices that will be connected to the LAN port is only capable up to 100 Mbps. And now for the configuration, we will be using the Tenda application that is available on Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Okay guys, first things first, power on the Wi-Fi router. And of course, get your source of internet, a LAN cable coming from your modem router or other Wi-Fi router. Okay, and after that one, plug it on the 1 port. It is actually written on this port, 1. I hope you can still see this one. And you need to plug it in there. And after that one, let's get our mobile phone. Okay, and our mobile phone, let's try to check the application. Tenda Wi-Fi app. Open this one. Okay, and hit on agree. Okay. Then connect to the Wi-Fi network. This will be the Tenda AC5 This is the default SSID for this Wi-Fi router. And after that one, go back and you'll be redirected to a configuration setup. So right now, it is able to detect internet settings. It is on the HTTP and click on next. And after that one, enter the Wi-Fi name that you want. So for us, this will be Tenda AC5, and the password for now will be 123456789. Okay, then hit OK. And guys, I would just like to remind you that the password for the Wi-Fi SSID or the Wi-Fi network will be the same as the password for the web management console or when you're trying to manage this Wi-Fi router. And let's try to wait for a couple of minutes for this one to configure. Okay, and it seems the configuration is already complete. In less than 2 minutes, we are able to configure the Tenda AC5 B3 and hit on connect. And of course, the SSID that we have created earlier, it will be the Tenda AC5. Guys, actually there are 2. Tenda AC5, which is the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi frequency, while the Tenda AC5_5G is for the 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency. And both Wi-Fi network will be using the same password that we have created earlier. So let's click on the Tenda AC5 and enter the 123456789 and hit connect. Okay, and we are connected. Let's go back and you can control now your Wi-Fi router. So for the password again, it will be the same. It's 123456789 and control now. Okay, and right now we are able to access the internet or our Wi-Fi router with this Tenda mobile application. Aside from the easy configuration, let us try to check the things that we can do with this Wi-Fi router using the web management console. Okay guys, right now we are on the login page of the Tenda AC5 and let's enter the credentials that we have set earlier. hit enter, and after that one, you will be redirected to the status page where you can see here the internet connection status, if it is connected, the router, and the devices. For the devices, this is actually the devices that you can check on which are connected to your Wi-Fi router. Like for example, click on this one, you'll be able to see here that there are 3 devices currently connected to our Wi-Fi router. And aside from that one, you can do a bandwidth limiter on each devices on this page. This is the bandwidth control, and as you can see here, no limit, 128, but you can actually choose manual if you want to. And aside from that one, you can actually block devices as well. So internet access is none, so internet access is okay. And after that one, for the status, what else? It will show you the system information, connection type, and everything related to the basic information of your Wi-Fi router. And next will be the internet settings. Okay, for the internet settings, we have not seen the operation mode earlier because we are able to just configure the Wi-Fi router as a Wi-Fi router connected to a main modem router. In here, you can change the operation mode, which is a router, a WISP, or a universal repeater, or an access point. And aside from that one, we have here the wireless settings. Okay, for the wireless settings, guys, you can change the preferred band. If you enable this one, it will only give you one SSID, and when you try to connect to that Wi-Fi SSID, the Wi-Fi router will be the one allocating if you actually deserve the 5 GHz Wi-Fi network or the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network. It depends on the Wi-Fi strength that you will get from this Wi-Fi router. Okay, and aside from that one, you can change the Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi password, and security mode on this page. You can also create a guest network on this page. You just click on this one, and it will give you same password for the 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency as well. And other than this one, you have your Wi-Fi signal strength. We have set it to high. Both by default, it is set to high. And wireless parameters for our 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi frequency, you can change it in here as well. And aside from that one, you can enable or disable beamforming and WPS on this page. And now going to the bandwidth control. This is the one that we have shown you earlier. So it is just limiting the devices for internet connection or the download and upload limit. Now for the parental controls, you can set this one if you want to have a control on the devices that are currently connected. Like for example, you can set it every day or just specific dates like Friday and Saturday. Website restriction, permit only, enter the website that is only allowable for these devices. And of course, don't forget to tick on this button to enable the parental control on that device. Okay? And next one will be sleeping mode. For sleeping mode, this is actually a useful information or a useful tool for our Wi-Fi routers, meaning that it will turn off your Wi-Fi on this specific time or date to have a life other than just accessing the internet or playing online games. Okay, and aside from that one, we have your advanced. Under the advanced, you will be able to see here the blacklist, the whitelist. If you only want to have devices that you want to connect to your Wi-Fi router, just check the whitelist and enter the MAC address of those devices on this whitelisted MAC address. If you want to blacklist, all the devices can actually connect to your Wi-Fi router except for the blacklisted devices or MAC address that you have entered here. Okay, meaning not everyone. They still should have access for the security like the Wi-Fi password for your Wi-Fi network. And aside from that one, you can also have your IPTV, IP MAC binding, port forwarding, DMC host, and other information in here as well. And aside from that one, the IPv6, which we are not actually using. And next would be the administration. Under the administration, we have here the old password if you want to change the password that you have set earlier. By default, when we set the Wi-Fi router, the Wi-Fi password that we have set is the Wi-Fi password for the web management console. So you can change it here as well. And of course, you have here one parameters, the MTU size and clone MAC address if you want to clone the MAC address from your internet service provider, like the modem or the Wi-Fi router that this Wi-Fi router is connected to. And you have the one speed. And guys, don't change this as much as possible. Just set it to auto negotiation and it will be great. And aside from that one, the LAN parameters, you can change the LAN IP address and the subnet mask and start IP address and IP address and other information here as well. You can also do a router reboot. It will actually help you to freshen up the Wi-Fi router. It's like a computer. If there are some instances that it's not working smoothly, you can reboot it remotely. And you have your reset the factory settings, backup and restore. Guys, always back up your configuration. So every time you reboot or reset your Wi-Fi router, you can restore that configuration that you have set earlier. You don't have to do it manually again, and that will be a great tool for restoring the configuration. And aside from that one, you can have here upgrade firmware if you want, local upgrade, download the file, or online upgrade, and automatic maintenance. And aside from that one, that is all for the web management console. Now, enough with that one. How about the performance? Okay, for the performance, first we will be doing a speed test on some areas of the house. And guys, remember that even though I have 500 Mbps of bandwidth from Converge, our usable bandwidth with the AC5V3 is just 100 Mbps for our internet connection, since it only has a Pass Ethernet 1 port, or also known as 100 Mbps 1 port. Now, let us proceed with the test. Okay guys, right now we are in front of the Tenda AC5 and we are connected to the 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency of this Wi-Fi router, and we're going to do a baseline testing. Okay? Okay guys, and right now we are able to get 94 Mbps per download and 93.9 per upload. And now let us try to go to the bedroom. Okay guys, and right now we are on the master's bedroom and we are still connected to the 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency. The door is closed as well, and let's try to do a speed test again. Okay, and right now we are able to get 94 Mbps for download and 93.6 Mbps for upload on the bedroom. Now let's try to move downstairs. Okay guys, right now we are on the ground floor, and as you can see, our Wi-Fi signal or Wi-Fi strength is not actually good. So let's try to move on the 2.5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency of our Tenda AC5. Okay, and we are connected, and I believe we have better connection compared to the 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency. And let's do a speed test. Okay, and we currently able to have 62 Mbps for download while 35.8 for upload. The reason we are on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi frequency again is because it has better range compared to the 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency. While 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency has a stable connection compared to 2.4. But for this location, we are using 2.4. And now let us try to go upstairs. Okay guys, right now we are on the roof deck and let's try to check. We are still connected to the 5 GHz Wi-Fi frequency, and let's perform a speed test. Okay, and currently we are able to get 26.2 for download while 24.2 Mbps for upload. That was an impressive performance of the AC5V3 with that actual range. We are able to access the internet on all locations. The bedroom, second floor, roof deck, and even on the ground floor. But again, range is nothing if you can actually have a smooth connection like in gaming. Now let us try to do Mobile Legends game, and we will be connecting to the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network since we are actually after the range. And guys, remember that 5 GHz is more stable compared to 2.4 GHz, but again, I would like to test the 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi network of this Wi-Fi router. First location is inside the bedroom, and guys, even though the door is closed, our Mobile Legends gaming experience is great, single digit latency all the time. You might say that it will be great because I'm just on the same floor, and guys, remember we have a concrete walls and that door is a solid wooden door. Okay, to make it fair, let us try to go downstairs. And guys, still single digit latency. I would just like to remind you that we have a solid concrete flooring with tiles, so it is still impressive, that actual performance. Okay, if you're still not satisfied, let us try to move on the roof deck where we always have a poor connection. And there you have it. Still single digit latency, but I have to be honest, using this router for more than a week now, In the roof deck, there are some instances that we are hitting double-digit latency. But again, almost all the time we are getting a single-digit latency. And that is actually a great gaming experience. And there you have it. Now for the verdict and recommendation. Guys, as always, I don't want to convince you to buy this or buy that. The actual test should be the one convincing you. But for my personal opinion, this is a great Wi-Fi router, but actually, it is not for everyone. First, if you have more than 100 Mbps of internet bandwidth from your internet service provider, this is not for you. For this can just utilize 100 Mbps of internet speed, meaning if you have more than 100 Mbps, like for example 500 Mbps, 200 Mbps, you won't be able to utilize that one with this Wi-Fi router. Second is if you have devices like NAS server, 100 Mbps for the LAN port is okay, but actually it is not great. But guys, those are just my opinion. But if you are on a tight budget, you have less than 100 Mbps of internet bandwidth, and just want to have a great network performance, this is a good choice, especially for the price range of around 800 to 1,000 pesos. It actually depends on the Lazada or Shopee or other store where you will purchase it from. But I see it around 800 to 1,000 pesos. And I think that will be all for now. If you have comment and suggestion, comment down below or message me at JK Chavez on FB. Again guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe and bye!